I'm Elizabeth and welcome to my kitchen. Today we're going to be discussing shrimp tempura rolls. There are a lot of different variations of the shrimp tempura roll, and I'm going to be making a couple of little videos just showing you the different variations that I make. And it's a quick, easy meal. So I am only focusing on one protein, and I can give a little bit of variety to each family member and customize it the way they like. And so to make it quick and easy for me, I utilize this sheet, and I have the shrimp tempura in the freezer section. And so I just keep this in the freezer, only cook up the ones that I need, and then go from there. So this heats up in just a couple of minutes, and I'm ready to start rolling. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this back in the freezer, and we'll be right back. All right, so here I am. I'm going to utilize the nori sheet and the sushi rice. If you haven't made the sushi rice before, go ahead and look for the link in the description for the how-to for that. And I'm going to cut this down. I'm going to cut 1/4 out of the sheet. So I'm utilizing 3/4. And go ahead and save this piece later for either making miso soup, or you can use it to wrap other items later. So we're going to put the rice on the rough side, dip my fingers into the sushi rice. And the particular roll we're making is going to essentially be just like a California roll, except we're putting the avocado on the outside. So I have a scoop of rice, and I'm putting the sushi rice vinegar on my hands to keep the rice from sticking. Makes it easier to move it around. Okay, I'm going to put the sesame seeds on because the rice will be on the outside of the roll. Grab my bamboo mat. Oh, here it is. So the bamboo mat is kept inside a Ziploc bag for ease of use and cleanup. Okay. So I'm flipping this over, and with the cucumber, I peel the cucumber, I de-seed it, meaning I use a spoon to scoop out all the seeds. I just run it down, and then I slice it up thin into the thin pieces. So here we have cucumber. The shrimp tempura has been baked. I take the tails off, especially if I'm giving them to my children. Trim off the front piece so it butts up easier. Now I'm ready to roll. So I'm going to grab this part of the mat and roll forward. Keep going. So I'm pushing here and I push out, and then I'm going to roll again until I get to the end. And so I'm rolling and rocking forward and push to the end. So doing that makes the roll a tighter fit. You don't want it too jiggly, otherwise when you slice, pieces fall out. Okay. And then I want to make sure that the seam is on the bottom. And I've already rubbed this board with rice vinegar. The rice tends to stick to wood, and so that makes it easier to work with. Here we go. Next step is the avocado. So I'm going to show you how I cut the avocado for this situation. Move this over. Okay. I'm going to put this off to the side. This is the avocado. I've peeled the outside off, and I put a little bit of lime juice on it to keep it from browning. And I'm not going to use this knife because it's a very thick blade. I'm going to utilize this one. So what I'm doing is I have it at an angle and I slice down and it peels off like that. And this is so that I can lay it on top of the roll. So I'm slicing down, and then as I'm going, I'll pick the pieces that I did the best with and put that on top. So it's okay if you mess up. And you see as they get longer as I'm going, and then eventually you come to the center where the seed pod was, and that's okay. It'll stay like this. And then these other pieces, I can use those on the inside of the roll later. So, some people refer to this as a caterpillar roll. You'll see some people put a caterpillar roll with shrimp on the inside, some people put crab. My preference in the beginning was always shrimp. I wasn't so sure about crab in the beginning. So, I'll place that on top and just fan them out. So the thicker part is going to be overlapping the thinner side. And then as I get close to the end, I just start adjusting. You want to spread them out more. There, that looks pretty. Now I'll grab the mat. And what I'm doing is I'm going to place the mat on and I'm going to push down to help this adhere to the rice. So you'll see some people put saran wrap over the whole thing and then press down and cut through. But what I found is sometimes the saran wrap would end up inside the roll, and I got frustrated with that and stopped doing it. And I do this instead. So now that's adhered to the roll. I'm going to use this knife, clean it off. I was using this one earlier for another roll. Okay, so I'm cleaning it with the rice vinegar to prevent it from sticking. So I'm going to start in the center, cut down, and then I'm going to separate that. I'm going to cut this one in half again because I'm going to make 8 pieces, so I'm cutting each one in half. Now I'm going to cut again. So you'll notice there's a little wiggle. At first, when I'm trying to cut through, I'll hold with my fingers and then I add a little bit of wiggle. The wiggle is where I'm starting to hit the shrimp, and then once I hit that, I can push down and pull back. So for me in the beginning, cutting was the hard part, because at first it felt like I was smushing everything. And so I worked really hard to get my roll to look right, and then I destroyed it cutting. So if it starts resisting, I add more vinegar, so it'll slide easier too. So now I've cut through the avocado, I'm right around the rice. Now I'm gonna start rocking. That's where I'm at you can hear the crunch of the tempura, and then I push down. Come back. And if the avocado falls off, just pick that back up, put that on. It's okay. All right, last piece. So I'm holding the end piece, tuck my thumb in, and rock down. There we go. Now it's time to put this on a plate. Okay, for the presentation on this particular roll, I make a zigzag type or little wiggle because it's supposed to be a caterpillar. Then I'm going to take sweet sauce, drizzle that across the top. And now this is your preference, but my family likes to have the spicy mayo. So let me go grab that. So here we have the spicy mayo across. New bottle, so very thick. There you have it. Just made a caterpillar roll. It looks pretty cute. So remember, the caterpillar roll is very close to a California roll. Very simple ingredients and quick and easy to make. So thank you for watching, and please subscribe to see further videos and check the links below for the different tempura shrimp variations.